Hey, Riddle here, and welcome back to my channel. So this is the time of year that the focus goes off the organic garden because it's a little asleep. Still getting greens and some German ground cherries and things like that in the last of my tomatoes, but because we've had some pretty consistent rain here in Santa Cruz, California, the mushrooms are just starting to wake up. And one of the first signs that the good mushrooms are coming is the turkey tail. Turkey tail is a really fascinating wood fungus. It's not actually a mushroom. You always know it's a turkey tail because they only grow off of logs. This is growing off of a piece of oak that fell off. Now there's a ton of lookalikes, and before the real turkey tail wakes up, there's a lot of false turkey tail. Turkey tails are crazy medicinal, amazing for your immune system. So really you just have to take a knife and slice them off cleanly and dry them, and you can steep those in a tea. You can grind them and make a tincture from them using alcohol. You could integrate them into food, honey, glycerin, but that's a whole nother ball of wax. But the trick is telling the difference between a false turkey tail, which there's a ton of out there. There's gilled turkey tail, there's things that look like turkey tails that aren't even turkey tails. Of course, it's called a turkey tail because of the coloring, the rings, and the coloring can be anywhere from grays into oranges into blues, but this is a pretty normal one with these ecru's browns and creams. But what really gives away a real turkey tail is, first of all, it's not super flimsy. It's thicker. The second thing is, when you look at the bottom of it, it's white and you can see tiny little pores. There's tiny little pores, and the combination of it being white, being thicker, and seeing all those tiny little pores, you know it's a true turkey tail. Now the other turkey tail lookalikes won't necessarily poison you, but they haven't done the research to know if they're actually medicinal or not. But there is a massive amount of research, and they're actually using turkey tail to help women with breast cancer, both pre and post treatment, to rebuild their immune systems, strengthen their immune systems, and it actually has an anti-cancer effect in the body. So turkey tail is something that I keep around all the time in the kitchen. I have some great tincture made of it, and I also keep it in a little crock pot boiling all winter time long with some chaga and some reishi. And I have to tell you, we don't get colds and we don't get sick, so it's pretty amazing. Do your research on this turkey tail because they're pretty common. They grow all over the US, and it's just an amazing medicine to have around. And the flavor's not bad either. It's just kind of weedy, woody tasting. It's not bitter. It's really, really nice. But remember, when you dry them, you know, the mechanism of a wood fungus is to pull moisture out of wood and to pull it out of the air. So you really have to make sure that when you dry them thoroughly and on a low heat if you're using the oven, because you don't want to destroy the medicinal properties of it if you don't have a dehydrator. Because if you don't dry it thoroughly and you put it in a bag, it will mold, and then they're worthless and it can be toxic to you. The other thing I suggest is you keep those little gel packs from vitamins and medications, keep them in an airlock bag, and after you thoroughly dry your mushrooms, throw a couple of those gel packs in the silica packets to help manage the moisture. So turkey tails, Triamedes, multi-something is, if it's important to you. Okay, take care and take care of each other. Get out there and respectfully find some turkey tails. If you slice them gently, they'll grow back next year or the next rain even. And please, if you like my channel, my quick information, if you have any questions, please subscribe. I'm nearly to 6,000 subscribers, which I just can't believe. I mean, I know it's not a Kardashian number, but for me, that's a big deal, and I really appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos and to subscribe. And pass these on to friends that may be interested in the same information. And you take care. You take care of each other, because how we treat each other on the streets is ultimately our reality. Bye for now from the Santa Cruz Mountains. So lucky to be here.